Last year in 2022, we were blessed with Bleach's return. But guess what, boys? We're about to be blessed again. With the second core of Thousand Year Blood War coming around the corner, we have to talk about what we saw and what we can expect. But first, this is going to be a very packed season and I want to be active. So if you want to join a community and support me as well, hit the subscribe button and like this video. I got all kinds of Bleach content ready to go. You just have to let me know that you want to see it. Now then, let's go ahead and talk about Bleach. With the second core of Bleach just about to start, we've been teased who it's gonna cover. Of course, we have Ichigo Kurosaki because he is the main character of the series, but we also have Uryu Ishida, who's been a side character for majority of Bleach. Really, this character has never had time to shine, and when he does, it's just been teasers about his past. We've always been told as viewers that all Quincy's have been exterminated and exiled from the world. And during about 95% of Bleach, we just see Uryu is the only Quincy. It sucked because we knew there are other Quincy's similar to him, but not at this level. However, now we've seen several high-ranking Stern Raiders that are for sure better than others. But when it comes to the second core of Bleach, which should start on July 8th, I'm sure you're wondering what you should expect. So I like to go over a couple of things that should be inside this core. And of course, the first part is learning more about the different Stern Raiders. Within the trailers, we see several Stern Raiders that were not a part of Core 1, or at least we never got their names and their blunt faces in Core 1. The most obvious pick are the Bambis. You see, the Bambis are a group of Stern Raiders that act underneath the other Stern Raider, Bambi. During Core 1, Bambi didn't really do much except swag on a captain. But then again, what captain wasn't getting swagged on in Core 1? Regardless, we're going to see 4 other Stern Raiders that have a very weird relationship with Bambi. I don't want to ruin what effect they may have to the overall series, however, they are something you should be watching in Core 2. There are 2 other new Stern Raiders that have a huge impact to the series. The first one being Grimmy, who has an unrealistic ability. And no pun intended, you'll see what I'm talking about when it happens. The next one is a part of your watch's special Stern Raider group. We've seen him actually for a split second in the first core, but they purposely covered his face. Now, until the English translation is available, I don't want to try to say the specific name of this group. No way you about to bully me, nuh-uh. So instead, here's a picture of that said group as well as their name. The hooded one in the corner is the same guy that they're showing in this trailer. Now again, these 4 are special for a reason, and they're much stronger than a regular Stern Raider. But anyway, these are the Stern Raiders you can look forward to in the upcoming core. Now, Core 1 was a setup for Core 2, duh. However, Core 2 might feel like it's a bigger setup for other threats. I'd argue that Core 3, which may come out in approximately a year, will be bigger than the other 2. But for now, we need to understand why the separation happens between our 2 main characters. It is unfortunate that it has to be Uryu of all characters. As I mentioned before, majority of the time in Bleach, he doesn't have much of an importance to the story. But now it feels as if he's joining the Quincy army just to be against the Soul Reapers. We even see the frustration between other Quincy's because he's named to be the successor. Now, I do hope they give us a better reasoning as to why Uryu makes his decision. If it's just due to his Quincy line, then it's gonna make it feel kind of shallow. And plus, this is their best opportunity to make a character equal to Ichigo. Other big shows such as One Piece and Naruto may have a second character that are pretty big and important, but it doesn't feel like Uryu's ever hit the same level as these other characters. That being said, we all understand that this is Bleach's last arc. Well, supposedly that is. So if your last villains are going to be the Quincy's, they better show out. The difference is your watch may not be as entertaining as some other villains may be. I mean, let's be honest right now. Are you more intrigued by Aizen or your watch? What about Ukiura or your watch? The reason I'm picking on your watch is because the other Stern Raiders have not established themselves. As Knight is the new Stern Raider that probably got the second or third most screen time of any Quincy. Any new Quincy, that is, but we still don't know who he really is. Now, we won't get hundreds of episodes to break down who these Quincy's are one by one, but with the time that they have, they better show out with the big ones, because once Core 3 and 4 come around, we won't have as much time. And speaking of the different cores, if you watch the trailer, you notice that we got some new content that was not in the manga. We actually don't see Shinji using his Bankai, but instead that's specifically for the Can't Fear Your Own World manga. If you don't know what Can't Fear Your Own World is, it's basically another story that's still in the same world of Bleach. Bleach. However, they're still the same characters we know and love today inside this manga. As a viewer, you actually see Shinji using his Bankai here and not in the Thousand Year Blood War. However, they decided to add this in the anime, including another character that does not even appear in the Thousand Year Blood War. I'm talking about this dude right here. Now, I don't want to spoil any connections of who this character may be, however, he's still going to be a part of the anime. Now, them adding new content like this means that we should get more content from not only the Quincy's, but as well as Uryu himself. Not to be a cornball here, but I do want to see the conflict between Ichigo and Uryu. Add new thrilling details and conversations that we did not see before. And the overall conflict between them could still be because they're friends and don't want to part. Listen, it can be as corny as you want, because you know what?
I love cone. Cone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hit the end of the video and I want to thank you for watching, but don't click off yet. I'm sure you want some more anime content, so click this over here. Again, with another anime season starting, we have plenty to talk about, and Jujutsu Kaisen is next. But for now, when Bleach airs on July 8th, tell me what you think about it in the comments down below. Y'all have a good one, I'll see y'all next time.